Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel. If you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe so that you will get notifications whenever we release new videos. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to the juicy part of today's tutorial. Okay, so in this lesson, we'll discuss about system databases in SQL Server. And in this lesson, we'll see 4 system databases. Okay, and those are master database, model database, MSDB, and tempdb. Okay, let's get to each of them. So in our SQL Server, once we connect to our database engine, when we expand databases and system databases, we'll have four databases. In some installations, we might find resources DB, but we don't have it, so we're not going to discuss in this section. So the first one, master database. What do we have in master database? Master database is basically the master database that maintains all the system level information in SQL Server. Okay, system level informations like all the login accounts or logon accounts, endpoints or linked servers, and system configuration settings for our database will be stored in master database. So the second one, by the way, we can explore the tables. Okay, you can explore what are the tables or what do we have in each database. So model database, what's model database? It's basically a template for us to create new database. Okay, whenever we say right click on database and new database, there is some template that's being used, right? As you can see here, almost all the parameters here are pre-populated, and a lot more is by default applied that we don't know about when we create a database, right? So this database creation templates will be stored in model database. And if we are experienced enough with SQL Server, we can edit this database so that whenever we create any database in this engine or in this SQL Server instance, it will use the modified database creation template. Okay. So the next one is MSDB. MSDB is a system database and it will mostly be used by the SQL Server agent. Okay, we have SQL Server agent. We'll see it in the upcoming lessons. So SQL Server agent is basically whenever we want to create automated jobs, and those automated jobs, we want them to schedule them without any human interference to do something for us repetitively, then we can create SQL Server agent, or we can create jobs using SQL Server agent. So any data related to SQL Server agent, which basically means those jobs and their schedules, will be stored in Microsoft or MSDB database. Okay. Finally, we have tempdb. Okay, tempdb maintains temporary objects in our database, like temporary user objects that are explicitly created. Okay, or some temporary tables that whenever a developer or the sysadmin, us, whenever we want to create temporary tables to store some data in our script to process something, those temporary tables or temporary objects of any kind, it could be index or temporary store procedures or table variables or even temporary tables, they will be stored in tempdb. So these are the 4 major system databases. In some installations, we might find resource DB, okay, which basically maintains all the database objects. Whenever we create a database, in that database we'll create tables, views, store procedures, right? So anything related to those, that's why they call it resource DB. So any resource that we create in our databases, it will be stored in that resource DB. If that database is not available, then master is going to be used. Okay? All right. So see you in the next lecture.